Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is David from Citizens Are Not Slaves. I want to start a philosophy channel. I want to start talking about problems with the United States and how we can solve them and what the problems are, frame them correctly, maybe work up a solution, maybe not. Maybe give some ideas. Kind of look at things from a perspective of what needs to happen. What's really going wrong? What's different? I troubleshoot for a living. I technically I'm a software consultant. I do customer service and things like that. Also do like data corrections. And one of the things that we look at from a software or technical perspective is what changed. What is different now from when things were working? So I think that requires that we understand history, we understand the Constitution and the founding and how this nation was set to work from the start. So if things were working at one point and now they're not working, well, we really have to ask ourselves that very simple question: what changed? What changed? What stopped things from working? Because right now we are at a fever pitch. We are as mad at each other as we could possibly be before breaking out into civil war. I mean, we are not a happy country at the moment. And I think that right now there's a really big philosophical debate. Even though we don't understand it as a philosophical debate, it's just like an argument that's happening. And the left is yelling at the right and the right is yelling at the left. And I really don't see that as the dividing line anymore. As a matter of fact, the divide that I see now is really changed. It's there's rational people and irrational people, right? So we have people on both the left and the right who are rational and can talk to each other. And we've seen a lot of these people like Jordan Peterson and Tim Pool, Stefan Milieu. We've seen Lauren Southern recently came out with her wonderful documentary. I actually think it was great. I watched it. I thought it was very eye-opening, and it was done in a sober, honest way that doesn't seem to paint anybody in any particular light. We've also got Brett Weinstein and Eric Weinstein. I would be remiss to exclude them from this list of people. So we've got a lot of people who are very rational and are talking about the problems that we face in a very open and non-partisan light. We recognize that maybe the left has some ideas, maybe the right has some ideas, some things the left would like to fix and change, and the right would like to maybe go back to some things that were working before. That's kind of where I started this off, because obviously if we've changed too much, then maybe we change a couple of things back and we get ourselves back onto a level footing, and then we work on improvements from there, things like that. So we have this group of people on the rational side of things, which there's a couple of axes that people talk about when we talk about political. We talk about tyrannical versus libertarian. We talk about left or progressive versus right or conservative. And then this is the one that I really think has become the most important, is the rational versus the irrational, right? So all these rational people, and the who out there is irrational. It seems like there is, obviously on the right, there are some irrational people, and I'll gore my own ox first. People call alt-right and Nazis, they say they're on the right. I have no agreement or common interest with them, so it's hard for me to see how they're on the right. But people say they're on the right, so we'll just go with that for now. Anyway, the Nazis, the alt-right, they are irrational, and they're way off on the fringe. And then on the left, I think this is really the problem. The fringe on the left has grown to a much larger degree, and I think that they're really becoming a force to be reckoned with, and we do not want that to happen. So we have the irrational left, which is the postmodernists, the intersectionalists, the people who believe that the world is really, there's no truth, and it's just all a power struggle, and they are fighting for power. And I think that my response to that is not to fight with them for power, is not to say, hey, let's engage in a power struggle. My response to an irrational leftist who claims that truth doesn't exist is to point out truth, is to say, hey, here's the truth. So that's what I really want to do with this channel. I want to make it about truth, about kind of the objective, easily identifiable truths of the world, frame questions that are plaguing the country in a certain way, and then come up with a way to solve them. Or maybe not. Maybe I don't have a solution. Maybe I can just frame the question for somebody else to solve it, and that's fine too. That is a perfectly acceptable outcome to exploration of an issue, right? I don't necessarily know how to do everything, so I don't necessarily have every answer. And that's what I'd like this channel to be. That's what I want us to start looking into, and I hope that you guys will come along with me as I go on this journey and as I make these videos and put them out there for you guys. All right, well, you guys have a great day, and this is my ending that I've come up with. I very much like this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I think. I'd like to keep this conversation going, so go ahead and put your comments down below, and then like, subscribe, and share the video, please. Your support is appreciated, and follow me at xverum on Twitter. You guys have a great day, and see you next time. All right, I'm going to come back to you.